Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast video, hobby video. I recently got my Imperial Armor Revenant Titan with his pulsars, and so this is a video of me putting it together. So stay tuned and let's begin with some Forgeworld goodness. Welcome to another video. This is how to prepare a Forgeworld Titan for painting. So here's a Titan. First thing, nice lukewarm bath of water with a bit of degreasing soap and something to scrub. I'm going to soak them in there and then I'm going to scrub them later to get rid of all the release agent. Okay, so now I've soaked it in the soapy water for a couple of hours, and I have a soft bristle toothbrush, and I'm at the sink, and I'll be scrubbing each piece individually to get all the resin release compound off. Okay, so after the Revenant Titan has had a good scrub, took quite a while to kind of scrub them all down, I'm starting to remove all the larger mold pieces of resin that were kind of glued on. So I'm just using them like this, and I'm taking a clipper and I'm clipping off all these little sections here to get these big pieces off of resin that are in the way. And I'm just piling them all here, and I'll be going through the instructions and stuff later. Make sure you keep an eye out for like little pieces and for cutting it, because resin can be quite fragile and brittle. So make sure that you're careful when you're doing this. So after all the pieces have been washed, it's time to start looking at getting rid of all these little mold lines. You can see there, that's from casting. So what you do is you grab a knife of this sort, and you will pass the knife over the mold line. Sorry, let's see, get a little bit clearer picture there. At an angle, and you will be scraping off the different mold lines themselves. So I'm not going to do it with one hand, but just to demonstrate, you'll be kind of doing this sort of motion to get rid of them. So after you're done, the mold line has disappeared. And then just make sure you get all the other ones, because there'll be mold lines in that way. There's like some flashing there, so just have to get rid of that big piece there. Got some stuff to work on in that little area there. So this is my two bins. I've got one bin of stuff that still needs to get fixed, and one bin of stuff that that has been cleaned, and then of course the work in progress that is slowly getting built. I'm very excited to get him ready, good to go, so he can be on a battlefield near you. So after cleaning all the pieces, I created a base. It's just like a piece of wood that I cut, and then I put some tiles from the Cities of Death GW plastic tiles to kind of give it some depth to it and a little bit of detail. And then I've started with the legs, just to create a stable piece from where I want the rest of the model to be built from. So started with one leg, built one leg, and then built the next leg, and now I've put it all together, and just waiting for it to dry at the moment. But there's a lot more to do with the model itself. It's quite a spindly little model. You know, I've I'm using super glue, combination of super glue, green stuff, that sort of stuff to get it done, but you know, this little tiny piece goes here. I haven't cleaned that piece yet. And then from that piece, you get the torso, that like main piece that goes up here. And then, you know, you can see it's starting to get rather big. So then these huge turbines go on the top of each of the piece itself. So now we're getting into the final assembly stages. I'm probably going to let this dry, and then what I'm going to do is I'll build the top of the Titan separately, and then maybe magnetize it so I can travel with it easily, and also put some sand and rubble down here. Now because it's a little thin, I might be putting like a little piece of something here, more rubble, so I have something to kind of grab the base from instead of having to reach down. But if you have a fat mat, you can just kind of slide it, which is kind of cool. Okay, let's move on.